have a mom that reached out to me maybe about 4 years ago, and she's also here. Her son name is Josiah, and she's here to share her story. So I want you guys to please give your attention to these amazing families who are here to support and uplift their loved ones that was taken from us way too soon. And they're going to share their stories, because at the end of the day, even though they're not here with us, you guys, they're not forgotten. And tonight is a day we're going to remember them. And we're going to make sure that their memories, their lives, their destined for greatness is remembered. So please give your attention to these amazing families. I'm going to start off with Corey Clark. And this is Sister Kay. I met her at the bank and had no clue until I read the MSNBC story as it relates to Corey. And Keon and I went to the same church together. Freaking crazy, but that's another story.
Keon was a student on my bus for preview before he started.
Keon was a bus on the bus for preview at HSU when he was a high school student. And again, I went to church with Keon at First AME Church in Los Angeles. Pastor Hunter, Bishop Hunter, First AME. On Western and something in LA. Adam. It is. She remembered.
Thank you for having me here. My name is Kay. Can I first say thank you to Charmaine Lawson, and thank you to his DJ's sister and DJ's brother, because you're all here suffering with us, and I love you. Okay? Thank you. I just want to say thank you so much to Charmaine for thinking about Corey and including him in this, because Corey's been gone and lost to us for a long time. And yes, we know who killed him, and the police know who killed him. It's very hard for me to even speak on this. I'm so sorry. So sorry. But justice for Josiah, that's all I want to hear now. Please, justice for Josiah. And thank you to Charmaine and her children. Amazing. You people are amazing. Thank you for being here for us.
Thank you. Who knew I'm running for state senate? I didn't even tell my children that. But anyway, that's an inside joke. We're thinking about it. We need to shed light on Humboldt County.
Hi everyone.
We're still here, guys. Please listen.
My name's Liz. My son's name was Josiah. He was born here in Arcata. He was born in Bad River Hospital, and he was raised in Humboldt County. He was still alive when Josiah Lawson was killed. We spoke about that murder, and my son went to Washington State in 2019 to go to a concert at the Gorge Amphitheater, and made the mistake of stopping on the side of the road to help two stranded men, and was murdered. His car was stolen and his body was dumped. His body was missing. His remains were missing for 14 months. The day after he was killed, or hours after he was killed, the men who killed him killed 5 more in what's called the White Swan Massacre, and that they were apprehended for those murders. For 3 years, they told me that charges were coming for my son. And last year, when that trial took place, they offered immunity for my son's murder as part of a plea bargain. That was a federal case. And so there's issues with jurisdiction, and so now I am seeking that the District Attorney of Yakima County, Washington, press charges and get justice for what happened to my son. So I am still fighting for justice. And thank you, Charmaine, for inviting me. It's an honor to be here, and thank you all for still caring so long because people stop caring. So thank you for being here.
Justice for Josiah! Yes, we stand with you, Sister Liz. She reached out to me, and I'm so grateful that I hate that we're in this situation, obviously, but we're going to fight with you, stand with you, be with you, and we're going to overturn that, because you can't just murder someone and just plead immunity and just serve 5-10 years in prison. You took a life. And like my son could have lived to be 100, and he was truly destined for greatness. He had so much to give to his community, and just like your Josiah, and just like Corey. And I know we're going to invite Sister Christina, because she's going to speak about her mom as well. But we're not going away, you guys. These cases are just it's unbelievable that we have lives taken and no one is being held accountable. Or you just go to prison for 5 years and then you get to go live the rest of your life. This is just unacceptable. So I thank Liz, Sister Liz, for being here. I appreciate you. And we're going to stand with you. And Justice for Josiah committee members, we're all here and we're going to fight with you. And however we can help you, we're going to be here to support. Right, you guys? Before I hand Sister Christina the mic, because she can talk, y'all. But I just want to share this board with you guys. And as you can see, this is my beautiful son, DJ. Hannah, her dad was here earlier. He left. But he was at the courthouse yesterday when we met with the district attorney. And his daughter was viciously murdered. And he said that they did a plea deal for 15 years in prison, even though this was a heinous crime that this person should have received 25 years to life in prison for the murder of his daughter. But he's no longer here, so we're going to uplift Hannah. I also have Joshua. Joshua's mom is Joanne, that lives here in Humboldt County. And she also reached out to me. No charges was filed against the person that took her beloved son's life. And this was also Humboldt County. We have the Virginia 3. You guys should all know this story. These were 3 beautiful souls that were taken less than a year ago on the bus of Virginia Tech University. They were coming back and someone took their lives. We have this young man, which an HSU student, murdered in 2008, and nothing happened as far as they just ruled it accidental. But we know that Humboldt County does not investigate murders. So who knows truly what happened to this young man. And then we have Ketley. Ketley was a student at HSU and graduated, went back home to Los Angeles. I had the opportunity of meeting Ketley's mom. I went to her service, her repast. There was an accident. She pulled over and a car ran her over, and nothing was done with Ketley's murder. So this was truly a murder that was not just. And then we also have the beautiful Erin. And Erin was murdered shortly after after DJ's murder. And we have to remember her. Also, I have this Tyler. Tyler's mom reached out to me. Tyler was murdered on the campus of Buffalo, the University of Buffalo, 4 months ago. And she reached out to me because of what happened to my son. And his murderer name is Kyle. Not Zoner, but Kyle was the person responsible of taking this beautiful soul's life. And again, a student at the University of Buffalo. Corey Clark. We spoke about Corey. Corey was a student here at HSU, and his murderer still walks the streets. We know who he is, and we need to get justice for Corey. My dear friend, Billy Joe, she lives in Maine. Her daughter, Danielle, was here in Humboldt County, and she was also murdered in 2014. She reached out to me to say, Charmaine Lawson, I need your help. I don't know how I do all this, you guys, because I'm still fighting for my son. but she's my sister. I call her mom my sister, and she's fighting for justice. She's fighting with Stacy and Maggie to get justice for her son. I believe and we have Joshua. Joshua was murdered in Arcata. His mom is Joanne, and she also reached out to me about 2 years ago. And she was unfortunately not able to be here because of some health issues. But I wanted to just acknowledge Joshua that was murdered and no justice was served for him. Kmar, I'm so sorry. Kmar was a student first semester at Humboldt State, a sibling of 12, because I met the siblings, and he was in a foster system, did extremely well, went on to university, came here to Humboldt, and was swept away in the waves, and his body was never found. So we acknowledge and we uplift the family, and we uplift Kmar that his body comes home. Now, these two beautiful souls, Emily and Michelle, was murdered a year after. Not murdered, I apologize. We're in a car accident on the 101 freeway heading back to the Bay Area. And they didn't want to be at DJ's memorial service because they were friends with my son. They attended the service. Michelle or Emily, one of them went and took Chloe to get her nails done. So this really hit close to home. And they were killed off the 101 freeway. So we acknowledge them and we mourn their memories, and all these beautiful souls, we just pray that their memories will always be a blessing to this community, and they will never be forgotten. And my son